Sup everybody, what's going on? I hope all of y'all are doing fan-freaking-tastic out there. I know I am, because Summerslam 2020 is happening tonight. I just finished watching SmackDown, and guys, that Thunderdome looks incredible. I can only imagine what the atmosphere is going to be feeling like as we slam up in the summer, you feel me? So, let's go ahead and ramble about some of the matches happening tonight. Okay? Alright. So, first up, Asuka is going to be pulling some double duty tonight. She is the #1 contender for Sasha Banks' Raw Women's Championship. And she's also the #1 contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship. So, look. This is kind of weird, and I know we also got Payback happening next Sunday as well, but I'm looking at the current situation about how many championship belts that that Sasha Banks and Bayley have, and right now, can Asuka really become Asuka 2 belts? Can she? I highly doubt that. However, if Asuka's going to be winning one of these, she might as well win the other one as well. If it's not going to lead to finally getting to see Bayley versus Sasha Banks somehow, then I don't see what the point will be Asuka having to win this belt would be. Who knows? Maybe she somehow or another takes Bayley's belt somehow. Bayley gets jealous. They go into next week's Payback event. Lose the tag team titles then. I'm just brainstorming here. So, you know what? Hopefully Asuka takes Bayley's championship. I'm just going to put that out there. Alright, next up we have a street fight as Seth Rollins takes on Dominic Mysterio. So the storyline of this match is Dominic is basically trying to get revenge on behalf of his father. Right? But look, that rivalry that Seth had with Rey Mysterio, that went on for a while. And now here we got Dominic making his debut finally, which I'm very proud of, by the way. Dominic is going into SummerSlam, finally having his first match against Seth Rollins of all people. But am I really about to see Dominic do something that even his father couldn't? I don't know. Something's not right here. Something's not sitting well with me in this match. Deep down in the back of my mind, I'm having a feeling that if Seth Rollins wins, there is a very, very, very faint chance that Dominic is going to become one of Seth Rollins' disciples. Speaking of disciples, what the heck happened to Austin Theory? If somebody can find Austin Theory, let me know. Alright, next up is a no disqualification match, which also happens to be career versus career. It's no longer hair versus hair. It's career versus career. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Why did it have to come to this? Why? And notice, this didn't say loser leaves SmackDown. No. This said loser leaves WWE. Will that mean somebody shows up in NXT? I highly doubt it. But, yeah. We know what happened with Sonya. For anybody that's been following the news recently, y'all know what's been going on with Sonya Deville. She was almost kidnapped recently. This week, actually, if I remember hearing the news right. Or reading the news, rather. Whatever. Right now, I think that Sonya Deville has the most to lose for this match. I mean, what the heck is Mandy going to do after winning this match? Really? This rivalry has lasted so freaking long. And right now, all Mandy has going for her is just being Otis's girlfriend. But maybe WWE can pull off the shocker by having Sonya Deville win this somehow. And I'm seeing a lot of untapped potential in Sonya Deville. It would be a shame to see her go. So, I hate to see Mandy leave, but I don't want to see Sonya Deville go either. Man, when you talk about a career versus career match, that kind of thing is very heavy. So, whose career in WWE do I value more? This is a very weird predicament you're putting me in talking about this. Oh well, next up, we got the Raw Tag Team Championships getting defended by the Street Profits as they take on the team of Andrade and Angel Garza. I feel like this is kind of a repeat in a way. Like, I think this match was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, but it couldn't because Andrade got injured. But, nah. I don't see Andrade and Angel Garza taking the W in this one. I don't. The Street Profits are probably going to win this one. Alright, next up, a match that probably should have happened at Extreme Rules, but it didn't. It was the United States Championship as Apollo Crews defends against MVP. Look, Apollo Crews needs to win this one. He does. Alright, next up, the WWE Championship is on the line as Drew McIntyre defends against Randy Orton. I am so happy that this rivalry has been happening. I wasn't prepared to see Legend Killer Randy Orton be a fragment of this rivalry, but he is. But, you know what? I hate to do this to you, Drew. I love you, man, but I gotta give the belt to Randy Orton on this one. Whenever Edge comes back, Randy Orton is going to be defending the title against him. Now, can I honestly sit here and imagine another Edge WWE Championship run? As much as I'd like to see it, nah, I don't see it happening. I don't think it's going to happen. But Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, though. I really wouldn't mind seeing another Randy Orton championship reign. But of course, another championship reign could definitely benefit the rivalry between Randy Orton and Edge when Edge returns again. And plus, I think this will be Randy Orton's 14th championship reign, if I'm not miscounting it in any way. But yeah, earlier this week I heard Randy Orton's idea for, in a few years, have both Randy Orton and John Cena tied at 16 titles apiece, and the 17th title reign will be on the line somehow, but then both of them will have to retire. And I don't see how the heck that's going to happen. I don't. I really don't. Because if that's going to happen, then the WWE Championship will need to be vacated somehow. And both Randy and Cena will have to be somehow magically the number one contenders to be in that category to get that belt in their own possession. I know that was a weird way of phrasing it, but I hope you got it. But also, the thing about that story that I read, whoever does win that 17th title, they're going to end up retiring. As a matter of fact, it's being discussed as a retirement match for both Cena and Orton. So what, they're just going to win the 17th title and vacate it again? I'm sorry. That whole story just seems fishy to me. No, I'm not buying it. But still, though, I would like to see another Randy Orton championship reign. I would. And with Randy Orton being a member of Evolution in the past, working that close with Ric Flair, why the heck couldn't he be the one to beat Flair's record? I mean, after all, the faction was called Evolution. You had the old legend in Ric Flair. No offense on the old part. You had the established current superstar in Triple H at that time. And then you had the future in the form of both Batista and Randy Orton. So that's the perfect example of Evolution right there. So, yeah. Drew McIntyre, I hate to do this to you, buddy, but Randy Orton's got to go over in this match. Alright, and lastly, the Universal title is on the line as Braun Strowman defends against The Fiend Bray Wyatt. I knew it was coming to this. And I'm sure a lot of other people knew it was coming to this as well. But Braun Strowman, even though he's been acting like the monster of old as of late, I can tell that he's getting a little bit desperate. He's trying to mask his fear with his own rage and with his own aggression. With his own anger, if you will. So Braun's walking into this match very angry, and you know what they say, an angry competitor is a sloppy competitor. Now, I really hope that this doesn't end in Braun Strowman getting disqualified, but if it does, I just hope that there's not going to be some kind of excuse to keep the belt away from Bray again. Because the only reason why Bray lost that Universal Championship was because they wanted to book Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania with the title on the line. And with Roman Reigns MIA due to COVID complications, Bray Wyatt basically lost that belt for nothing. And Braun Strowman, he was just added into the match at the last moment. So, somehow or another, The Fiend, he needs to get that belt back. Bray needs that belt back again. Please. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about SummerSlam happening tonight. And I hope you'll enjoy the SummerSlam event happening tonight as well. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah! I'm out.